All right, guys. What if I told you that something as simple as rubbing oil on a specific spot before bed could actually make a difference in the bedroom? I know it sounds like one of those doctors hate this one trick ads, but hear me out. This is actually backed by centuries of use and makes total biological sense once you understand what's happening. I'm Dr. Charlotte Hayes, and today we're talking about something most medical professionals won't touch. How a simple oil massage in the right place can improve blood flow, ease tension, and yes, support stronger erections while you sleep. And before you click away thinking this is some weird alternative medicine thing, stick around. The science behind why this works is actually pretty fascinating. Look, we need to have an honest conversation here. After 50, things change. Your testosterone drops about 1% every year after 30. Do the math, and that's significant. Your blood vessels get stiffer, kind of like old rubber bands that don't snap back like they used to. And that prostate, it's probably gotten bigger, pressing on things it shouldn't be pressing on. Then add in the modern lifestyle disaster, sitting for 8 hours a day, stress from work or family, maybe a few extra pounds around the middle, and sleep that's interrupted by bathroom trips. No wonder things aren't working like they did at 25. But here's what nobody's telling you. Erections aren't just about age. They're really about three things: blood flow, muscle tone in your pelvic floor, and nerve sensitivity. And guess what? All three of these can be improved at any age. You're not broken. You're just not maintaining the machinery properly. The thing is, most guys think their only options are the little blue pill, or just accepting decline. But there's this whole middle ground of natural approaches that actually work, and that's where this oil technique comes in. So why are we talking about oil? It's not just about making things slippery, though that's part of it. As we age, the skin and tissues down there become more sensitive and actually drier. Every time you sit, walk, or even during intimacy, there's friction happening. Over time, this creates tiny amounts of inflammation and irritation that you don't even notice until things stop working right. Oil does something pretty clever. First, it creates a protective barrier that reduces this friction. But more importantly, certain oils can actually penetrate through the skin and affect the tissues underneath. They increase local blood flow, calm inflammation, and help those tight pelvic muscles finally relax. Think about it like this. You know how a good massage can loosen up a tight shoulder? Same principle, but we're targeting the muscles and blood vessels that directly affect erections. And when you do this before bed, you're taking advantage of your body's natural repair cycle that happens while you sleep. Now, not all oils are created equal here. The one I recommend most is castor oil, and there's a good reason for that. Castor oil is weird stuff. It's been used medically for literally thousands of years, and it has this unique ability to penetrate deep into tissues. What makes castor oil special is something called ricelic acid. This compound makes up about 90% of castor oil, and it's a powerful anti-inflammatory that also stimulates blood flow. When you apply it to the skin, it doesn't just sit there. It actually gets absorbed and starts working on the tissues underneath. For guys over 50, this is huge. You're essentially giving yourself a circulation boost right where you need it most. Plus, castor oil has this interesting effect on the lymphatic system, helping to clear out congestion and that heavy, swollen feeling that many men experience in the pelvic area as they age. Now, if you can't stand castor oil or you're allergic, coconut oil is your second best bet. It's naturally antibacterial, absorbs well, and keeps the skin healthy. Some guys like almond oil because it's rich in vitamin E, which helps with tissue repair. But honestly, castor oil is the heavyweight champion here for circulation and reducing inflammation. You can find castor oil at any pharmacy or health food store. Get the organic cold rest kind if you can. It's worth the extra few bucks. A bottle costs maybe $10 and will last you months. All right, let's get specific about where to apply this. There are two key areas you want to focus on, and understanding why these spots matter is half the battle. The first area is your lower abdomen, specifically the area just above where your penis connects to your body. This area sits right over some major blood vessels and the base of your pelvic muscles. When you massage oil here, you're directly affecting blood flow to the penis and helping those muscles relax. The second area, and this is the one most guys don't know about, is the perineum. That's the area between your scrotum and anus. I know, not the most comfortable topic, but this spot is gold. It's directly connected to your prostate, your pelvic floor muscles, and major arteries that feed the penis. Massaging here with oil can relieve prostate congestion and dramatically improve blood flow. Here's exactly how to do it. Warm about a teaspoon of castor oil between your hands. Cold oil on sensitive areas is not fun. You can do this lying down in bed or standing in the bathroom, whatever's comfortable. Start with your lower abdomen using gentle circular motions with your fingertips. Work the oil in for about a minute, applying light pressure, but nothing painful. Then move to the perineum. Use your middle and ring fingers to apply gentle pressure in small circles or a back and forth motion. You're not trying to dig in there, just enough pressure to feel it. Working. Spend another 2 to 3 minutes on this area. The whole routine should take about 5 minutes max. Some guys feel a warming sensation. That's the increased blood flow. Others notice a feeling of relaxation in the whole pelvic area. Both are good signs that it's working. Here's why doing this at night is so crucial. Your body does its best repair work while you're sleeping. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your testosterone production peaks. Your growth hormone surges. Your blood pressure drops, allowing better circulation to areas that might be restricted during the day. When you apply the oil and do the massage right before bed, you're essentially priming the pump. You're increasing blood flow and reducing inflammation right when your body is most ready to heal and restore itself. The oil continues working while you sleep, keeping the area moisturized and promoting circulation for hours. Plus, let's be real, morning erections are a pretty good indicator of how things are working down there. When you do this routine at night, many guys report stronger, more consistent morning erections within just a week or two. That's your body's way of saying, hey, this is working. How often should you actually do this? This isn't something you need to do every single night. In fact, doing it too often can actually irritate the skin. I recommend starting with 3 times a week, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Give it a month at that frequency and see how you feel. Some guys do great with just twice a week, once they get into a rhythm. Others prefer every other night. Listen to your body. If the skin gets irritated or too sensitive, back off to twice a week. If you're seeing good results and want to maintain them, 3 to 4 times weekly is the sweet spot. The key is consistency. This isn't a one-and-done miracle cure. It's more like going to the gym. You need to stick with it to see and maintain results. Most men notice initial improvements in 1 to 2 weeks, with more significant changes after a month of regular practice. Here's what's really interesting. Guys who do this regularly report benefits beyond just better erections. The prostate massage aspect can actually improve urinary flow. You know those annoying midnight bathroom trips? Many men find they decrease after a few weeks of this routine. There's also the lower back connection. Your pelvic floor muscles connect to your lower back, and when they're tight and congested, it can cause back pain. The massage helps release this tension, and guys often report their back feels better too. Some men even say their workouts improve. Makes sense when you think about it. Better pelvic floor function means better core stability, which affects everything from squats to deadlifts. And then there's the confidence factor. When you know things are working properly down there, it affects how you feel all day. You walk taller, you're more assertive, you feel more like yourself. It's not just physical, it's psychological too. Now, before you run off to try this, let's cover some important points. First, this is not a replacement for medical care. If you're having serious erectile dysfunction, chest pain during sex, or other concerning symptoms, see your doctor. This technique is about optimization and support, not treating serious medical conditions. If you're on blood thinners or have any bleeding disorders, be very gentle with the massage or skip it entirely. The increased circulation could potentially cause issues. Keep everything clean. Wash your hands before and after. Don't share your oil with anyone else. And if you notice any unusual lumps, bumps, or pain during the massage, stop and get it checked out. Also, manage your expectations. This isn't Viagra. You're not going to do this once and suddenly be 18 again. It's a gradual improvement that builds over time. Think of it as one piece of an overall health strategy, not a magic bullet. I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but am I really going to remember to do this? Here's how to make it stick. First, tie it to something you already do, maybe right after you brush your teeth before bed or while you're watching the late news. Make it part of your routine, not an extra thing to remember. Keep the oil on your nightstand or in your bathroom where you'll see it. Out of sight, out of mind is real. Some guys set a phone reminder for the first few weeks until it becomes habit. And here's a pro tip. Warm the oil bottle in hot water for a minute before you use it. Warm oil feels amazing and makes the whole experience more pleasant, which means you're more likely to stick with it. If you have a partner, you might even want to get them involved. Some couples turn this into part of their intimacy routine. Nothing wrong with that. Whatever works for you. Look, getting older doesn't mean accepting decline. Your body is incredibly capable of maintaining and even improving function well into your later years. It just needs the right support. This oil massage technique is one of those simple time-tested methods that actually works. We're talking about 5 minutes 3 times a week. That's 15 minutes total out of your entire week to potentially improve your erections, reduce prostate issues, and feel more confident. When you compare that to the cost and side effects of medications or the frustration of just accepting things as they are, it's kind of a no-brainer. The castor oil costs $10. The time investment is minimal, the potential upside is huge, and the downside, basically none, if you do it correctly. So, here's what I want you to do. Give this an honest try for 30 days. Get yourself some good castor oil. Set aside those 5 minutes 3 times a week and actually do it. Keep a simple note in your phone about how you're feeling, energy, morning erections, general mood. I'm willing to bet that by the end of that month, you'll notice enough of a difference that this becomes a permanent part of your routine. And if not, you're out $10 and learn something new about your body. Remember, your best years aren't behind you. With the right knowledge and a little effort, you can feel strong, confident, and vital at any age. This is just one tool in your toolbox, but it's a powerful one that too many guys don't know about. If this helped you out, share it with a buddy who might benefit. Subscribe for more real talk about men's health that goes beyond the usual eat better and exercise advice. And drop a comment below about your experience if you give this a